Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are back on the Bronco, but before we jump back on the Bronco, check out this beautiful machine right here. Paul's got this thing all buffed out. He's got it looking really good, and I think the goons will be real happy with it. What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, it's looking really good. I mean, there was a little bit of orange peel, but honestly, it buffed out really good.
Yeah, it looks good. You know what I always like to say in this business? It's good enough for who it's for. That's my motto around here. So I think it's good enough. And so we have a couple of things on the docket for the Bronco today. We need to assemble the front end, assemble the cooling, the intercooler, the AC condenser, all the stuff, all the guts that go in the front of the vehicle, to make it actually run. We need this thing to be moving around a lot under its own power. We don't want to run it without antifreeze and coolant and stuff like that. So we're going to get the front end assembled, and then we're going to get that thing into the body shop. So let's get started. Man, look at that. We got the whole entire front end. Well, not the entire front end, but we got the coolant system hooked up. We've got the air intercooler system hooked up. We've got the AC hooked up. We've got everything to make this thing go down the road hooked up. So we're about to pop the headlights on. We'll go ahead and test fit the grill and the bumper, get the whole front end together, and go cruise around, make sure everything's good with it, maybe flex it on a couple of little hills. Should I run over this Mac Daddy right here?
Hey, try to run it over. You think how far up?
You think I could? I could flex this thing out on that McLaren.
You probably have to do it on the front though.
What if we just put some boards and some tires and we just drove up onto it and just lightly put a wheel on the quarter panel and make it look like we drove up on it?
We could do that.
Needs an alignment bad. How much switches is in here? Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, that's
it's like an airplane.
That's
Ben, does your car have sway bar disconnects? Does it have auto locking diffs?
My car doesn't have sway bar in the front.
See?
No sway bar. It doesn't need it.
Your car is missing
it's
parts.
It's hydraulically sway bar.
Your car is missing parts.
That's nephew.
Dang, that Jake brake. I thought something was going on with the Bronco when I was turning because of the Jake brake on the freeway.
It drives pretty good. It just needs to go.
It drives hecka smooth. There's no noises. There's no nothing. All right, so it's the next day, and we need to run down to Loganville, Atlanta to pick up a new build that we have acquired. It's nothing fancy, but I'm not gonna even tell you guys what it is. You guys will see.
Is that safety first year you out here?
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Man, you gotta be safe with it. If you ain't safe with it, you ain't gonna have it. All right, so we got it loaded up, and the key wasn't inside it, but fortunately, went into the office, they had it in there, so we're gonna check the oil real quick and see if this thing will fire right up. Got plenty of oil. Craftsman. No way. All right, so we just got back to the shop and we're gonna get this thing unloaded. I hate these U-Haul trailers, man. Look what I gotta do. How are you supposed to clear this? What is that even for? Straps? Like, come on, man. But we're gonna pop the ramps out real quick. We're gonna grab the booster box. We're gonna crank it up and get this thing off. Thing just purrs, and it's clean too. I mean, it's got a little dust, you know, from the auction and whatnot, but you can see everything is really clean. There's no oil leaks on the engine. It doesn't look like anything's ever been tampered with, and the bottom of the car is just as nice. Nate, did you record the bottom when he pulled up?
I don't think I got a really good shot of it, but it's clean under there. It looks better than this engine.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? You know, 16,000 miles. It's got all the factory original stuff all over it, everywhere. Look, it's got the little foam right there, which if you know anything about rebuilt Z's, this is always missing. But yeah, we're very happy with it. There's nothing special about this car, but it's simply for the fact that these cars sell very well, and it's got 16K miles, and it's barely wrecked. I mean, I don't even think there's any frame damage, you know? Like, looking in here, we could pop off that side skirt, but I'd rather save that for the actual rebuild video on it, you know? So,
yeah, I think the most expensive thing here will be the airbags.
The airbags, yeah. So we've got a seat airbag and a roof airbag. I don't know if that other side roof airbag popped. I don't think it did because that seat's intact.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't think that side.
And just seat belts.
Seat belts, which seat belts are not a big deal. You know, Safety Restore will hook us up. And airbags we'll get from like carpart.com or eBay or possibly Bohannon's. I do believe there is a card down there with a lot of the parts that we need already. Definitely probably going to replace this door because it's got it kicked out real bad, and it's pretty bad right there. If you can see, it's pushed in quite a bit. So just a door and a side skirt and a fender liner, which that front fender liner is in the back of the car. So we don't even have to get that fender liner. The bumper's damaged right here, but Nate is going to do his magic on that and fix that.
That'll probably be fine without paint, honestly.
It might even come out without paint. You're right. You're right. If we warm it up and get it out real good, and might be able to get away with it, but can't promise you anything. We'll have to paint the rims as well. The rims are kind of scratched. It looked like he slid it off the road, you know, possibly like into like a tree or something, you know. You can see the mud and dirt. But back bumper, look, it popped off. Didn't even tear it. That's always good, because that means this thing will go right back on. Look, it didn't even tear it right here.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. It's awesome and crazy at the same time. This bumper bracket's not even broken. Look, it just popped that out. And that's it. It popped that clip out right there. Boom. Done with it. Put this back on. Done with it. So we got to make sure there's nothing hiding under here, because sometimes...
Look at that. Original everything.
Look, that spare's never been used. Ever. Dude, dang. That's not a good sign, Nate. Everything Gucci under here.
Yeah, I'm getting...
Man, this thing is brand spanking new up under here. Yeah, so this is gonna be a really quick rebuild. And you know what I think we're gonna do with this one, Nate? I think we're gonna make a series on how to buy a car from the auto auction, rebuild it, and sell it. Because this is the perfect example of a car that you would wanna buy and flip, you know?
Yeah, you can do everything at home here.
Yeah, like as a DIY vehicle enthusiast, you could buy this car right here. You could go find that door at Pick Your Part. You can get that side skirt. You can get all these parts. You can put them on yourself. And then if there's anything that you need help with, obviously you can go to somewhere like us and be like, hey, can you help me out or whatever. So that, I think, what do you guys think? Would that be a cool little series? Like how to make money with insurance auto auctions? I think that's a great idea, because we can show everything. We can show the whole process from start to finish, and you know, help somebody out, you know, give somebody an opportunity. Maybe somebody's been thinking about doing it but just hasn't done it because they don't know all the ins and outs of everything you got to do. So let me know if you guys think it's a good idea, and that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that like button if you did, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.